Hello everyone, and today I have a wonderful video for you guys. In today's video we're going to be doing the character aptitude trial showcase for Adventurine. He is a 5-star character. He's on the path of preservation and he's imaginary. So let's hop right into it. Everybody should have had a chance to play him by now. I usually do these at the end of the month and everything else. I do have him in my roster. I did get him in 20 pulls, which was actually really cool. And I pulled his light cone within 10 pulls, which is pretty cool also. I've been on a roll for these past two characters, which is great. And I've won the 50-50, which has been super nice also. I'm not going to probably go for Robin, or I'm not going to be going for Boot Hill, since they already showed, because I'm saving up for future characters and everything else. But we're going to start the trial, and this video is all going to be about Adventurine. So we're going to start. I'm going to read everything for you guys, so you can see. You can read it yourselves also, but I'm going to do the reading for you guys, just to make this more fun. So, Adventurine, since he's part of the past of preservation, he likes to provide a stackable shield to all allies. His shield is very stackable. It's really nice. It's based off defense. He likes to trigger a follow-up attack after allies with the special shield are attacked. He will gain 2 stacks of blind bet or bet rager. It's one of the something that deals with bet, and he gains 2 every time a character is hit if they have a shield, and then increases crit damage taken by enemies. So that doesn't matter if you. There is one caveat thing is if you do not have his ability procced, his skill, he will not gain blind bet to be able to do his follow-up attack. So let's say there's a light cone that gives out a shield. It's something on the preservation side that doesn't give out shields and everything, but it does give out shields. I tested this out. If you don't have it procced, it's not going to give you the stacks or whatever. So this is what he looks like. Everybody seen him. You played him in the main storyline too, because he has a major role in the storyline and everything else. So you can see if we hold on the tab button, we can actually see what the developers think. Will go great with the Adventurine. So these are his stats. This is his stat line. This is his stuff right here. This is his crit rate, crit damage. He has pretty high crit damage, and he has imaginary boost. So, and his defense is 4,000. That's pretty high. So let's take a look at his skills. So his basic attack deals imaginary damage equal to 90% of Adventurine's defense. It's defense to a single target enemy. His skill is called Cornerstone Deluxe. Provides all allies with a fortified wager shield that can block damage equal to 22.4% of Adventurine's defense, plus 284. Lasting for 3 turns, which is actually really good. When Fortified Rager is gained repeatedly, the shield effect can stack up 200% of the current shield effect provided by the skill. So it can go up pretty good. If you do want to build him to, not build, but you level him up and put armor on him, that's basically it. If you wanted to do specific skills with leveling him up or specific armor, like his shoes, the feet, if you decide to go with defense instead of speed, it's really good because once you have it procced, it will last 3 turns. So you don't really need, it's going to last 3 of his individual's turn. So you don't have to really worry about proccing it every 5 seconds. But unless you want to just keep stacking him, then I say go with speed boots to give him the speed he needs. So you can just keep proccing it up every other turn because this is really good. And his other stuff, his other abilities, adds more shields. His ultimate, randomly roll the roulette shark, randomly gains 1 to 7 points of blind bet. Then inflicts unnerve on a single target enemy for 3 turns, and deals imaginary damage equal to 243% of Adventurine's defense to a single target enemy. When an ally hits an unnerved enemy target, the crit damage increases by 13.5%. So, Adventurine gives out, he deals damage and he puts a debuff on the enemy target, which is really cool. That he puts on a debuff on the enemy target, what makes him really cool. If you try to kill Bill, if you try to use him when he has like all one and no armor on, he sucks. But if you level him up, he becomes pretty strong. So let's take a look at his technique. After using the technique, one of the following effects will be granted. There's a chance for defense to increase by 24%, 36%, or 60%. When the technique is used repeatedly, the acquired effect with the highest buff value is retained when the next battle starts. Increases all allies' defense by the corresponding value, lasting for 3 turns. So, for his technique, if you use it 5 times, it's guaranteed 60%. I tested this out multiple times, and it's always guaranteed 60% if you use all 5. Talent: for any single ally with fortified wager, their effect resistance increases by 43.7%. And when they get attacked, Adventurine gains 1 point of blind bet. When Adventurine has fortified wager, he can resist crowd control debuffs. This effect can trigger again after 2 turns. Adventurine additionally gains 1 point of blind bet after getting attacked. Upon reaching 7 points of blind bet, Adventurine consumes the 7 points to launch a follow-up attack, with each attack dealing imaginary damage equal to 21% of Adventurine's defense to a single random enemy. Blind bet is capped at 10 points. Now, his bonus effects that he gets from his talents. For every 100 of Adventurine's defense that exceeds 1600, increase his own crit rate by 2%, up to a maximum of 48%. So if you get his defense over about 4,000, he will automatically have this 48% crit rate. So he'll be almost always doing crit just about half of the time, which is nice. Hot Hand: when the battle starts, grants all allies a Forto Rager shield, whose shield effect is equal to 100% the one provided by the skill, lasting for 3 turns. So you don't even need to activate the shield skill as soon as the battle starts. But if you do, to make it stackable, since it's a stackable shield, which is really cool. Bingo: after an ally with a fortified rager launches a follow-up attack, Adventurine accumulates one blind bet point. This effect can trigger up to 3 times. Its trigger count resets at the start of Adventurine's turn. After Adventurine launches his talent follow-up attack, provides all allies with a fortified wager that can block damage equal to 7% of Adventurine's defense plus 96, and additionally grants a fortified wager that can block damage equal to 7% of Adventurine's defense plus 96 to an ally with the lowest shield effect, lasting for 3 turns. So after he launches his follow-up attack, you gain more shields. So he's all about shields. You want to be doing shields. This is why I was like talking about the other light cone. That works well, and that's what he has, and this is his ability. So you got to see that. Let's take out his light cone. This is his light cone, personal light cone. You could get, if you able to pull for 2 of these, you can put these for another preservation user. So like March 7th, you can put it on her, or you can put it on some other characters if you wanted to use them for different preservation characters. Increases the wearer's defense by 40%. It's called Inherently Unjust Destiny. Increases the wearer's defense by 40% when the wearer provides a shield to the ally. The wearer's crit damage increases by 40%, lasting for 2 turns. When the wearer's follow-up attack hits an enemy target, there is a 100% base chance to increase damage taken by the attack enemy target by 10%, lasting for 2 turns. So his light cone is pretty good. It is really strong. These are his traces. They're all at 8. These are his relics. They put on in Sal Soto, and the Night of Purity Palace. I'm going to put something else besides this. I did go with the armor set, the Night of Purity Palace, because it just fits. And then I'm going to put on the one that says increases effect resistance. It has to be at least 50 for effect resistant. Once his effect resistance 50, he gets an extra 15% defense. And then he's also getting another plus 15 defense. So he's getting plus 30% defense and everything else. So, and then his Eidolons. These are his Eidolons. He ain't got nothing else. But, so let's hop right into the battle. These are the other two characters. Pela. And then you can see, and they're all going to be at E0. And these are the stats for Pela. And then we got Welt. We get to see him in action with the imaginary damage boost. That's the light cone, and then the relics, and then there. Let's zoom out. That's his attack. So this is defense.
Feeling lucky.
So that's 1.
Feeling lucky.
That's 2. That's 3.
Feeling lucky.
And there we go. We got the highest.
Oh, the bigger the risk.
And now he's gonna start the battle with blind bet. Fortified wager. So you can see they got hit with the shield. He is acquiring blind bet, so he's up to nub. And he just did his thing. We got his ultimate. Now we can do his ultimate. I think we should have did Palace first. And we're back to doing all in again.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
This ultimate is so cool.
Enemy data secure.
It's so cool. You just hear the noise of the roulette table and it's like, oh man, it's so cool. I got him because I needed another good preservation user. I could have used the main character. If I didn't pull him, I was going to use the main character. So
I'm fine.
All in.
And look at that. Did it again.
Do we still have the upper hand? Inputting
We're going to use her skill. So we just now get a turn with him. We can do defense, but we'll show what his abilities look like.
Don't ask, just spend.
So now they all have another stackable shield. We can click here. You can see right here underneath, right here underneath, pointing to the health. Right here is 3,000. They have 3,000 shield, which is pretty good. It is high. We're gonna use bounce.
Calm your body and mind.
And then we're gonna hit
nothing of the weight behind this power.
his ultimate for Welt.
Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
They have
Enemy
full
targets
defense,
detected.
and they ain't taking damage.
This, that.
Better hedge your bets.
That's his
Leave the
normal
rest to
attack.
me.
Enemy data secure.
We're gonna
Net
do
markers
Payload.
active. Time for a good old counterattack.
I won't go easy on you.
We have the upper hand. I'll contain them.
He's doing his thing again. I was like, I got Michael Jackson. Called him Michael Jackson for a while. I was like, I got Michael Jackson. I was surprised when they put Michael Jackson in the game. I'm kidding. Oh, that's funny.
Can't lose this one. The dice have been cast.
So he's doing about
Bust.
9,000.
Or Maybe I'll take it all.
It's the sound, it's everything that makes that ultimate so cool. The music and everything for it.
Calm your body and mind.
And there you go. And this is the character trial aptitude showcase for Adventurine. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Hit the little bell button so you can get a reminder to show that I show up in the feed. And I want to say thank you guys for checking out today's video. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.